Imagine this. You're holding a $100 bill. It's crisp, green, and smells faintly like bad decisions waiting to happen. Most people would blow it on pizza, sneakers, or 3 hours of Uber rides. But here's the twist. What if that $100 could be the seed of your financial future? Sounds dramatic, right? But stick with me because this isn't just theory. This is exactly how I'd invest $100 if I were starting from zero. And trust me, what happens next might surprise you. Meet John. He's 22, broke, and convinced investing is only for people with yachts, cigars, and a secret handshake at the country club. His friends laugh when he says he wants to invest his $100. Bro, that's like trying to buy a mansion with Monopoly money. But here's the thing. John's about to prove them wrong. Because investing isn't about how much you start with, it's about how you play the game. And $100? That's enough to start playing. This is where things get really interesting. All right, let's break this down step by step. If I were starting from zero, here's exactly how I'd invest $100. First things first, before you invest, you need a parachute. Because what's the point of growing your money if one emergency wipes it all out? So I'd take $20 and park it in a high-yield savings account. Think of it like the emergency snack drawer in your kitchen. You don't touch it unless life throws you a curveball, like your phone charger dying or your landlord suddenly deciding rent is due today. Now here's where it gets fun. With $50, I'd buy into an index fund, something like the SP 500. Why? Because instead of betting on one company, you're buying a slice of 500 of the biggest ones. It's like ordering the sampler platter at a restaurant. You don't know if you'll love the mozzarella sticks or the onion rings. But hey, you're covered either way. And here's the shock moment. If you had invested just $100 in the SP 500 back in 1980, today it would be worth over $3,000. But wait, this next part changes everything. Now I know what you're thinking. Invest in myself? Sounds like a motivational poster. But hear me out. Take $20 and buy a book, a course, or even a skill upgrade. Because the truth is, the best investment isn't in stocks, it's in you. Imagine John spending $20 on a course about video editing. Suddenly he's freelancing, making $200 a week. That's a 10x return faster than any stock market. Finally, I'd use the last $10 for something experimental. Crypto, a fractional share of a trending company, or even testing a side hustle idea. Think of it like buying a lottery ticket. But with brains, you're not expecting it to make you rich overnight, but you're giving yourself exposure to something that could explode. And here's the kicker. Sometimes that tiny risk pays off bigger than the safe bets. Now let's tie this to today. We live in a world where you can invest $5 into fractional shares on apps like Robinhood, stash money into crypto wallets with one tap, or even buy digital real estate in the metaverse. Your grandparents had to call a broker, wear a suit, and wait 3 days for a trade to clear. You can invest while sitting in sweatpants, eating cereal, and watching Netflix. That's the power of starting small today. And here's the you versus them framing. Most people will laugh at $100 investments. They'll say, it's too small, it won't matter. But not you. You're part of the smart minority who knows that small seeds grow into big trees. Let me hit you with a stat that might sting. Nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency. That's not just a number. That's millions of people one flat tire away from financial disaster. But here's the flip side. If you start with just $100 today, you're already ahead of the curve. You're building habits most people never even think about. Back to John. Remember him? The broke 22-year-old? Fast forward a year. His $100 is now split across savings, the market, his new skill, and a small crypto bet. He's not rich yet, but he's confident, he's learning, and he's building momentum. His friends? Still blowing money on sneakers and fast food. And that's the real win, because investing isn't about instant riches. It's about building the mindset that makes riches possible. So here's my challenge for you. If you had $100 right now, how would you invest it? Comment below with your plan, whether it's stocks, skills, or even something wild like Pokemon cards. And hey, if you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more casual cash flow, and share this with a friend who still thinks $100 is too small to matter. Because remember, most people waste $100, but you're turning it into a future. Casual cash flow, turning pocket change into power moves.